here on a Tuesday night in Marshalltown, Iowa. FloRacing Night in America presented by Kubota. 50 laps, $20,000 on the line. We're underway.
Overton down low, Fager will step to the middle of the racetrack. Meanwhile, Davenport looks to the inside of both of them. Davenport will shoot to second. He's going to look for more down the back straightaway, door to door with Brandon Overton, the 76 car, as they battle for the lead off turn at number 4. From third to the lead will it be? No, says Overton. Brandon Overton leads lap 1 over Davenport.
Overton got a real good run on the outside. Jason Fager did not, as he's trying to tiptoe around the top and lost a few positions. You see him fall back to fourth. Lead trio trying to pull away. Now Overton on the high side. Here comes Davenport back down to the inside, but we have got a Midwest sheet metal caution. 29 laps to go. Brandon Overton is your race leader. Jonathan Davenport chooses the inside lane. Hudson O'Neill is outside, and we are back underway at Motown.
Oh man, Huddy got a good restart. He's going to go to the high side down in 1 and 2. He'll try to get a big run. He looks to the outside of Davenport. Can Hudson get traction off the corner? He moves to second. Now he's going to throw a slider in Overton through 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, the leader of lap number 2. Survey says new leader Hudson O'Neill goes to the lead on lap 2.
My goodness, Hudson O'Neill making his way up through the field. He started 5th. By the end of lap 2, he is in the lead, looking to go 3 for 3 here at Marshalltown.
Now, I told you to pick him.
That's right. Devin Moran trying to choose the high lane, as well as he looks to the outside of Jonathan Davenport. That door closes just as quickly as it opens, and here comes Bobby Pierce.
Look at this racetrack right now. I mean, we got multiple groups. Right now, it's the 71 of O'Neill. He leads the way over Overton, Davenport, Moran, Pierce, your top 5. Now Alberson enters the chat. Sheppy's back there. Fager's back there. Good racing early on at Motown. They're thinking about 3 wide.
Tell you what, I thought the way Hudson O'Neill went to the race lead, he was going to drive off and hide from him. He, in fact, has not. As we look back on the battle for second, yeah, you're going to see that 71 creeping out of your screen. Hudson O'Neill not driving away. A great battle for third on your screen, and Brandon Overton's reeled back in the race leader. I love Marshalltown.
I love FloRacing Night in America. We had 3 badass races last week. This one's good early on. You got a battle for the lead. Huddy's got it. Overton's chasing him. Meanwhile, Pierce to the inside. He'll take third at the line from Davenport. Davenport battles back to the outside. How about 3 wide for second? Sign me up, coach. Out of 2 down the back straightaway. Overton's got the spot. Pierce now battles back around the 49 car on Davenport. Out front, Hudson leads the way, but it's getting good.
Bobby Pierce, you wonder if maybe he got some tips from his good friend Tom Berry Jr. on how to get around this racetrack. He's one of the only drivers right now trying to work the very inside groove. He finds the 3rd spot to his liking. Now going to go for second on Brandon Overton. This happens directly behind your race leader, the 71 of Hudson O'Neill. O'Neill stays out front. Oh, we think about 3 wide.
Well, Huddy, that car almost did turn getting into 1. He had to get his feet back under him. He'll do that. Somebody at home just took a shot, because I know that's part of the game. Meanwhile, Pierce looks to the inside of Overton. Overton catches the cushion. Can Pierce go to second? Yes, sir, he will. 9 on the board, 41 to go. Huddy gives up the cushion in 1 and 2. He moves down to Pierce's line. Now Overton moves up top. That's your top 3 working lap 10 of this 50-lap affair. Man, I tell you what, it seems like the 71 car a little bit snug on entry into the corner as you saw him get tight.
Oh, absolutely. And what we talked about before this race started, changing track conditions. We're seeing it right now. The top is good, the bottom is good, the middle is good. It starts streaking up for this eclectic mix of late models that we have here tonight at Marshalltown.
I feel like I've seen this episode of Huddy and Pierce here in Marshalltown, as those two were chasing around the cushion the last time, one of the last times we were here. And meanwhile, back in 3rd, though, continues to be Overton. 4th is Davenport. 5th, Justin Duty all the time. Justin Duty from 14th to 5th. Move over East Coast. It's West Coast. Oregon invasion. Meanwhile, Pierce goes to the top down in 1 and 2. He gets a big run down the back straightaway. Still about 5 car lengths behind Hudson. Out of this one, the 38 car of Dylan Thornton. We saw Troutman go off earlier. And how about Bobby Pierce? He's running that line that he and Hudson ran last time here. 13 on the board, 37 to go, and they're chasing the moisture at Motown.
Yeah, they sure are. They all go down to the bottom, down in turns 1 and 2. Boy, Pierce really let it hang out on the high side that last time by in 3 and 4. They'll trade lanes this time. Last time, it was Pierce up top, Hudson on the bottom. This time, Hud goes up top, Pierce to the bottom. They both go to the inside group down in turns 1 and 2, 14 in the books.
That's your top 2. Overton sits back in 3rd. He's about 0.8 of a second behind that battle. Davenport in 4th. Justin Duty having a great run in 5th. Shepard's 5th. Moran is 7th. Alberson 8th. Brooding 9th. Fager in 10th. And battle heating up back there. Brandon Shepard rides in the 6th spot, but Devin Moran joins the battle, and they're all chasing Justin Duty from 14th to 5th. Oregon invasion in the Hawkeye State. I love it.
Absolutely. Duty's got the low groove working to his liking down in 3 and 4. You see Shep and Moran going high in 3 and 4. Shepard stays high in 1 and 2. Devin Moran follows on the very low side, the 58 of Garrett Alberson. At the front of the field, here comes Bobby Pierce to the inside of Hudson O'Neal.
I feel like we're starting to queue up a split box. I can feel it in me. It's coming right now. Pierce is right there with Huddy, and Huddy's right there with the back of the pack as they work lap 18, this 50-lap affair. They catch the tail of the field. Hudson will go down low. Bobby goes to the cushion. They work around Dan Ebert. First lap car they encounter can't quite clear him through 3 and 4, off into 1 and 2. And there's heavy lap traffic in front of your leader. And selfishly, please don't let us see a yellow. James Essex, turn off Murder, She Wrote, and say, please stay green.
Yes.
Pray for us.
Here we go. Meanwhile, on back through the field, Brandon Shepard's worked his way around Justin Duty into the 5th spot. They're both closing in on Jonathan Davenport right on cue. We double it up for you at home. Battle for the lead on the left side of your screen between O'Neal and Pierce. On the right side of your screen, that's 4th, 5th, and 6th with Davenport, Shep, Duty, and Moran, and
Man, Sheppy almost got into Davenport as Davenport got over the cushion. Meanwhile, Pierce looks at the inside. We need quadruple box. I said what I said. As Huddy gets into the back of Clay Stuckey just a little bit. No harm, no foul. We stay green. Pierce looks to the inside of Huddy. Huddy pushes up over the cushion out of 4. Lap 21. It's still Hudson O'Neal, your leader. But now Pierce is going to step to the middle of the racetrack through 1 and 2. He's going to try to block him in behind the lap car. Can he do it as they head off into 3 and 4?
Yeah, the car just, it hangs out a little bit on the high side. Now here comes Pierce to the inside. Oh, a slide job engaged. Huddle trying to drive back down under. He can't do it. New leader, Ben Shelton, 22 laps into this one. It's the smooth operator, Bobby Pierce.
Bobby gets a little over the cushion after Hudson got over the cushion. Huddy's going to think about heading to the top side. He'll stop thinking about it. He'll do it. Bobby down low. Huddy up top. If you can hit the cushion, it works. If you can't, you're in danger of picking daisies outside of 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. Good battles work lap 24. Pierce leads the way. 3rd different leader of this event. And he leads the way over Hudson O'Neal. Overton in 3rd. Davenport 4th. Duty in 5th. Oh man, Huddy's driving it for all it's worth. They're catching more traffic, and Pierce is not pulling away on him.
Yeah, and this happens nearly 3 seconds in front of that battle for the 3rd spot. So we're going to keep it locked right here. There's a look at 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, all on the right side of your screen. That's Brandon Overton in 3rd. Justin Duty from 15th, going for 4th this time by.
Hey man, when you come from Oregon, you don't come to watch, you come to participate. And right now, he's battling with Jonathan Davenport. Feel good story of the night. Meanwhile, on the left side of your screen, Pierce leads the way. We come around to Queen lap 26. Hudson's up top. They're working on Kyle Bronson. 26 on the board, 24 to go, and now Pierce moves to the middle of the racetrack. Hudson heads down low. These guys are using every inch of Marshalltown Speedway, and Huddy gets a good run off at 2. Pierce is going to maybe throw a slider on Bronson. He can't. He's blocked in behind the lap car. He'll lead lap 27.
Hudson O'Neal's got a good run back to the outside as they're going to split the lap car of Kyle Bronson momentarily. KB, hold your line. Here comes the 32 and the 71.
Slider?
Yes.
Slider? Yes, sir, it is. Lap 28. They work off turn 4. Huddy all the way to the fence. Do you have a new leader? Yes, sir, you do. Hudson O'Neal goes back to the lead, and now Pierce now becomes the predator. The prey is back to being Huddy. Huddy drove a smart race there. He was patient. He gets back to the lead, but DJ, this is only lap 29. We're going to lap 50. And meanwhile, in battle for 3rd, Justin Duty move over everybody. I think Huddy and Pierce better hope there's not a caution. Justin may drive around those guys.
I mean, hey, I'm here for the underdog, baby. Is this heaven?
Yes.
No, it's Iowa. Hudson O'Neal, Bobby Pierce on the left side of your screen. Out front, the battle. It was the battle for 3rd. Justin Duty's driven around in the battle for 4th on the right side of your screen. And man, Hud got high in 1 and 2.
Hud gets over the cushion, working lap 31. Good, clean racing. Pierce leads him a line to the outside. They'll battle to the bottom through 3 and 4. Chasing that moisture once again. Now they're behind Tyler Erb. DJ 31 down, 19 to go. Pierce might throw a slider right here. He might let it go. He holds it on the bottom, though. Man, Hudson's around the top. It is a long way around the top, and Hudson gives up the lead, but he's got momentum. Off into 3 and 4. Pierce slams the door. You're going to have another lead change, this time at the line to the lead. Car 32 of Bobby Pierce, and now Hudson becomes the predator. Man,
absolutely. Pierce took that slider line away from O'Neal. These two have driven off, and they have got a 5-second advantage over 3rd place Justin Duty. Look at the 71 of Hudson O'Neal, though, trying to get that momentum built back up as those two leaders have to deal with the back of the field. Now 17 laps to go and a dandy at Marshalltown.
And here's what you can see. When you have to enter in the middle, it can cost you a little bit, although Pierce got a good run there. You don't want to go to the top in 1 and 2, just too far around. 3 and 4, there's a little bit left, and you see Hudson up there. Pierce lets him drift up to the cushion. He's blocked in behind Tyler Erb, and now Pierce will go around Erb, working lap 35, and Pierce has stretched it out now to about 0.8 of a second. Does Hudson have anything left in the tank?
And Pierce, he really let that car drift out coming off of corner number 2, but I'm not so sure it didn't help him. 0.8 of a second was the advantage the last time by for the 32 of Bobby Pierce. This time by is still 0.8 of a second. Meanwhile, more battles through the field. Ryan Gustin in the 19R. The 58 of Garrett Alberson, that's your looking back on the battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th, headed up by the 1 of Brandon Shepard.
That's right. Pierce works through lap traffic, getting into the closing laps now. Just 14 laps to go. Pierce has got heavy traffic. Huddy goes back to the cushion. Huddy hit 1 and 2, the best he's hit in a few laps on the top. Meanwhile, on the right side of your screen, Shepard sits in position number 7. He's got Alberson behind him. Gustin as well. Thornton has moved up to 10th. He came out of a B main. Meanwhile, man, you don't know where to look here right now. There's action everywhere, and that is the battle for position number 4. Overton's got it, and the fold right there with him, Davenport and the 99 car of Devin Moran.
A nice move right there, as you saw on the left side of your screen by Bobby Pierce, momentarily putting 3 lap cars between himself and Hudson O'Neal. By the way, 3 lap cars between them, but only a 1 second advantage for the 32 with 12 to go.
Right now, Justin Duty's saying throw the checkered. Just throw the checkered because they're coming. And here comes Overton after Duty. Duty in the 15 car, Overton in the 76. A pair of 15s down low, the white 15 of Clay Stuckey. He is being lapped by Duty, but Duty's got company as here comes Overton. Overton's going to shoot up to 3rd. Duty battles back on the inside. Davenport right behind him. Moran's there as well. They'll split the lap car of Stuckey. Man, good stuff back on back. You're not missing anything out front. Bobby Pierce is lead now 1.4 seconds over Hudson O'Neal.
Yeah, and again, this battle for 3rd on back happens well behind your race leaders. They're over 5 seconds behind that lead duo of Pierce and Shepard, or Pierce and O'Neal, who have put on a show at the front. But look at him, Ben. Through the corners, they scatter out 2 by 2 by 2, and the Reaper cometh from the 19R.
Ryan Gustin from 12th, and he is on the move. He just took 6th away from Davenport, and he's only got 9 laps to make it happen. Soon to be 8 as Pierce got over the cushion out of turn number 4. No harm, no foul. He keeps under him, and we have got a Midwest sheet metal caution with 9 laps remaining here at Marshalltown.
All right, green flags are going to come back out this time by 9 laps remaining. Possible tire issue on a 20 RT. We're keeping our eyes on that and the battle at the front of the field as we're back underway.
Overton goes to the extreme top side down in 1 and 2. He looks to the outside of Hudson. He'll shoot to 2nd. Does Overton have something? He's thinking about a slider. He stops thinking about it. To the inside of Bobby Pierce. We can hear the crowd going wild. Your 4th different leader. Yes, Brandon Overton to the lead. What a move with 8 to go. Now Pierce back to the inside. He slides up across the track. Oh, and we will get that lap, but Chris Simpson spins, and there was a slider that was coming from Oakwood, Illinois into Marshalltown, Iowa. 8 laps to go for 20,000 at Marshalltown Speedway. Georgia's Brandon Overton leads the party. We're back underway.
So he leads them off through turns 3 and 4. Boy, got real bottled up there, especially on the inside of the track. Here comes Pierce, a bonsai to the inside. You got it.
Oh, Pierce slips off the track, and Huddy goes to the lead. Oh, man.
And Duty back up to 3rd. Are you serious?
Oh, man. From Illinois to Iowa, we're not worthy racers and race fans. Hudson O'Neal takes the lead back, and now Brandon Overton's got to find a way back to him. Duty into 3rd. The Reaper in 4th. You might have a slider to 3 and 4. Slider for the lead, survey says. Oh, Huddy kind of slid himself a little bit there. Couldn't quite get there, but Overton to his inside. Lap 44, your leader, Hudson O'Neal. And I'm telling you, Duty is coming on the bottom. Trish and John are going to need heart medication after this one. Is out front. Huddy leads the way. Overton in 2nd. Justin Duty 3rd. Pierce is back to 4th. Davenport in 5th. 5 fingers in there, 5 more times around the speedways. Man, they moved way up over that cushion.
Boy, Hudson O'Neal's got a real good line at the front of the field, though, and it's the same line the 76 is running. Can the 15 get anything going on the inside? Pierce at top. Just when you thought everybody had abandoned the top down in 1 and 2, they're all back to the top in 1 and 2, and now they go back to the top in 3 and 4 this time by 5. 4 to go.
They are chasing this track. Hudson O'Neal is just, Bobby Pierce almost off the track again, is just a few laps away from winning here here in 3 different rides. Double Down Motorsports, Rocket One Racing, and SSI Motorsports. He's pulled away to 1.2 seconds. That's the battle on your screen for third. And Duty's gonna, nope, that time at the line. Pierce takes it back. Davenport in 5th. DJ just 3 laps to go in an instant classic here tonight at Marshalltown.
Absolutely, as Hudson O'Neal had 9/10 of a second on Brandon Overton that last time by. They come around to popsicle sticks in the air from the Foxman. Just 2 laps to go. 8/10 of a second. Brandon Overton gained a 10th on him that time, but the problem is, Ben, the 71's run to the same line as the 76.
Out of turn number 4, the Allgaier Performance, 1 to go. White flag is in the air. Hudson O'Neal, he won here in 2022 with Double Down Motorsports. In 2023, he won here with Rocket One Racing. Down the back straightaway for the final time into 3 and 4 with SSI Motorsports, car 71 out of Martinsville, Indiana. He's going to head to FloRacing Victory Lane at Marshalltown. It's Hudson O'Neal.
He goes 3 for 3 at Motown. Brandon Overton second. Bobby Pierce third. A great run for Justin Duty, who finishes 4th. Jonathan Davenport 5th.